Assalamu alaikum. Today we are going to see about different types of programming languages. Programming language means how to write programs, what we are speaking, like our communication language, like English, Malayalam, Divehi, Hindi, etc. In computer also we have different languages, and using these different languages we are writing programs, and these programs are communicating with the computer. That means programs will be doing specific tasks. So for every computer you have to write a computer program in any of the computer language. So we have different types of programming languages. As a human or a programmer uses different programming languages to communicate with a computer. Computer's own language is machine code. That means only computers can understand. Like you understand only Divehi. You people communicate in Divehi, right? And we Kerala people communicate in Malayalam. So this is our own language. But we used to communicate, when I'm teaching, I used to communicate in English. So that's a common language. It is like that. For computer, their own language is known as a machine code. Computer is a machine, so programs that can be understood by computer is a machine code. And each program written by the languages we are using should be translated to machine code for the computer to understand. Okay, so it is just like you understand only Divehi. So if I am speaking something in Malayalam, I need to translate it to Divehi for you to understand. The same situation is here. If a computer wants to understand what we are writing in the form of programs, it should be converted to machine code. It should be converted to machine code. We have two types of programming languages. Basically, we divide it into high level language and low level language. High level and low level. So, we have different types of programming languages. We are recollecting once again. We have different types of programming languages. Humans or the programmer uses different programming languages to write the program. But if the computer needs to understand the program, we should write the program in computer's own language, which is known as machine code. And the programs, whatever the programmer is writing, should be translated to computer's language, that is machine code, so that the computer can understand. We have two types of languages, high level language and low level languages. So here I have made it into a tabular form so that it will be easy for you to understand. High level language and low level language. High level language means it is just like an English language. Whatever we are writing, whatever we have done in the lab, you have written programs for adding two numbers, subtracting two numbers to find average, and all. You have written programs in lab, right? These are high level languages. High level languages are similar to English like languages. It is easy to understand and read. It is closer to English language. Debugging is at the developing stage itself. Debugging means checking for any errors. And examples for high level languages is C++, C, Java, Python, Visual Basic, Q Basic, etc. are examples for your high level languages. So we will see once again what is a high level language. High level language requires no knowledge of the hardware and the instruction set of a computer. There is no need for the to understand what are the different parts of the computer, or how the architecture or like the hardware part of the computer, how it is. There is no need. You can write it in your English like languages, which is very easy to read and understand. It is portable. Portable means the program that you have written in your system, I can take it to my system and run. There also it will work. I can take the program to another person's system and I can run. There also it will work. That means it is portable and can be used on different types of computer. Programs written in high level language is easy to read and understand. It is closer to English language. Debugging is at the development stage, so at the beginning itself you can find out the error. Okay, and now we will see about low level language. Low level language is like either a machine code or an assembly language. both are understood by the systems. Machine code is exclusively computer language, so there is no need of translating any program written in machine code. Assembly language is a low-level language. Programs written in assembly language should be converted to machine code. It is related to specific architecture and hardware of the particular type of a computer. So without knowledge of that, you cannot write. You need to get a thorough knowledge of the architecture and hardware of the computer if you are writing program in low-level language. Then machine code is difficult to understand because it is writing in binary language. Assembly language needs to be translated to machine code. Now we are going to see what are the advantages and disadvantages of high level language and low level language. HLL means high level language, LLL low level language. So first we will see with high level language different advantages. What are the first advantage? You are writing program in an English like manner. It is easy for you to read and understand, right? So easier to read and understand, easy to write a program. We have debugging at the development stage, so easier and quicker to debug because it is at the developing stage. If there is any error, you can clear it there itself. It is easy to maintain programs in use. This is high level language advantages. Definitely there will be some kind of small disadvantages for anything what we are doing. Okay, so for high level language also there is a disadvantage, so we will see what are the disadvantages. Programs can be larger, that means big program. If I'm writing a program to find the marks of your class, 10 students, 5 different subjects, each subject who is the topper, each subject maximum score, minimum score, then the class topper, it will be a very big program to write. So programs can be larger. It takes longer time to execute. If you have 5 lines, it will be easy for you to execute within 5 minutes. If you have 10 lines, it will take double time. If you have 20 lines, again it will take another more time. So it takes longer time to execute as the program is becoming larger, and may not be able to make use of a special hardware. That means here it will not be able to use a special hardware. It is writing a program that is very portable, so you cannot use a special hardware here in high level language. In low level language, it can make use of a special hardware because you are writing a program after understanding the architecture and hardware of the computer. Low level language is a language, it will be either machine code or assembly language, so it takes less space is required than high level language, and it can write code that performs a task very quickly. That means you are writing in machine code, it performs a task very quickly rather than high level languages. It will take longer time to write and debug the programs. Disadvantages of low-level programming is that it takes longer time to write and debug programs, and it is more difficult to understand a program because it is written in a computer language.